So we're going to look at the quadratic formula. Some people call it the minus b formula as well. So maybe that will be more familiar to some of you. And this is used for quadratic equations. You can use it for any quadratic equation. It doesn't have to be a trinomial. You can use it on ones that you can use the bracket method or the factorizing method on as well, or the complete square form method that I've done in previous videos. And you can use this for every other one that doesn't work for a bracket or box method, so it's very handy. Just to start with it, this is used for quadratic equations in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. You can see the formula here has b's, a's and c's in it. So whatever the coefficient is of the x squared, that's your a value that you sub in. Whatever is the coefficient of the x, that is your b value that you sub in. And whatever is the constant value, if you have one, in a quadratic equation is your c value, your c value that you sub in. That's also a. So with that in mind, we're just going to go straight into two examples. The first being written down below here, x squared minus 2x minus 1. So here, first of all, I'll keep the formula in view at the top. I would always write out to the side what is my a, b and c values. So in front of this x squared, there's actually a 1x squared there. So there's a 1 there. So this 1 is going to be my a. In front of the x is negative 2, so that's going to be my b value. And then I have a minus 1, which is my c value. And I'm just going to take those three values and sub it into the formula. So x is equal to negative. And then whenever you sub in b, I'd always sub it in with a bracket around it. And this is a good example of why. So b in this case is negative 2. So the formula is minus b, so minus bracket minus 2. It just kind of helps you not make any mistakes with the signs. Plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is negative 2 squared, minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is negative 1. All over 2 times a, 2 times 1. Okay, so it just goes into a bit of simplifying then. Good practice to always try and do as much of it as without the calculator. So negative 2 is plus 2, plus or minus. That's going to end up being 4 plus 4 whenever you multiply it out a bit, which is then going to in turn going to be 2 plus or minus root 8 all over 2. So from here, if you have a calculator, you can simplify the third part, which is root 8. Either way, whenever you put that in and you simplify root 8, it's the same thing as square root 8. It's the same thing as root 4 times root 2, which is just going to be 2 root 2. All over 2. And then we can divide by our 2 at the bottom, so x is going to be equal to 1 plus or minus root 2 if I divide everything by that 2. Now maybe a question asks you to write it, say corrected 2 decimal places. Okay, that's your 2 answers for x. There's 2 answers there. There's 1 plus root 2 and there's 1 minus root 2. If they asked you to express your answer, say in decimal form, then whenever you sub both those in, you're going to end up with getting negative 0.41 or 2.41. So that's your 2 answers in decimal form as well. We're just going to look at another example down below. And this time we're going to look at 8x squared negative x negative 15 is equal to 0. So in this one, again, we're going to be using the same formula, so I'm just going to go up and copy and paste it. So we have the same formula, and again, the a is the value in front of the x squared, so that's my a value. There is a 1 in front of that x, so my b value is negative 1, and my c value is negative 15. Same as before, quickly go through the formula. It's going to be negative b, so it's going to be minus 1 plus or minus square root b squared, which is minus 1 squared, minus 4 times a, which is 8, times c, which is minus 15, all over 2 times a, which is 2 times 8. Okay, so whenever you do underneath the square root, you simplify that. Negative 1 will be plus 1, and it's plus or minus, and that's going to work out to be the root of 481, all over 16. Now it doesn't simplify really much after that. Again, it's quite acceptable as your answer. Or if they ask you for your answer corrected 2 decimal places, again, just throw it into the calculator. You'll get negative 1.31, or you'll get 1.43. So that's just 2 quick examples on using the quadratic formula or the minus b formula. Hopefully it helps, and I'll have more videos up soon.